Okay, so in this recording, what I'm going to be doing is just showing you some videos of some Christians, or so-called Christians anyway, they call themselves Christians, who, when pressed by either Muslim, well, it is Muslims in all of the cases for these people, they will actually throw away Moses or any other prophet in the Old Testament, and even obviously the God that sent them as well, whenever they're under pressure. And the thing about it is, it's as if these Christians don't even really try to work out what's going on. The minute the pressure comes, just, get rid of God, get rid of the prophet, get rid of any prophet from the Old Testament, and then just stick to Jesus. Of course, they then have to ignore what Jesus is going to be doing in the book of Revelation, but then they just ignore that as well. So rather than me just going on further, let's just get on with this. So this the first video I'm going to be going to, this is someone called Kay, and she's came down to Speaker's Corner sort of a few years back. And so she's speaking to Adnan Rashid, who's a Muslim. And you see, he's one of the clever Muslims who knows how to trap people. So if you listen to what she says, this is him asking her a question about the Old Testament. And then listen to how bad the answer she gives.
Spoke to Moses.
That's the wrong one. Select.
First, where did you see?
When he discussed, that was. We're nearly.
Okay.
That was an assumption on my part, due to the fact that he spoke about the dividing of booty between those who had gone out raiding caravans, if that's a better word.
So is that thieving? No, you use the word thieving.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
600 people
Which caravan? Wait, step by step. You said thieving.
Yeah.
Okay, thieving. What is define thieving?
Taking without permission.
In war?
In any time.
Then Moses was a thief.
That's fine.
Yes, you heard that. So he's got her in the trap now. So let's see what she does to try and escape from this trap.
If that's true,
Then the discussion is over.
why? Moses is your prophet as well.
It's my problem, of course. I'm not calling his actions thieving. I'm not calling his actions thieving. You as a Christian, you're calling Moses a thief.
No, I'm not.
Of course we do.
I know.
No, wait, don't start another conversation. Wait, we have to stick to thieving. Okay, we're not going to go anywhere now. Because you just threw something at Muhammad, and I want to show people how inconsistent our Christian brothers and sisters are. Not all of them. Some Christians. Sorry, John, I was talking to her. Sorry, do you mind? It's not decent to interrupt the discussion, which is already going on. Okay. Thank you for your input. Thank you.
Yeah, so that old man, he's just some rude Christian. He thinks he's got to save everyone at the park, even though he doesn't have hardly any proper knowledge himself.
Thank you for your input. Now you're saying Moses is a thief. David is a thief. But they did the same thing. They raided other territories, other people.
Alright, my question is, was Muhammad in a constant state of war? Was he always at war?
Was Moses in war?
No. Muhammad, was he always at war?
No, not always, no.
So then, during peaceful...
This is how you see Muhammad. You use one lens for Muhammad, and you completely change the lens when it comes to the Old Testament. Yeah.
If you refuse to give me the information, that's your right. But how do you expect anyone to learn about Islam when they're asking genuine questions and they're not getting...
Then ask questions. Don't make claims.
I did.
You just make claims thieving.
No.
And the reason why Kay's complaining is because she hasn't done a research on the caravan raids that Muhammad sent his people on. So now she's begging this Adnan guy to tell her. He obviously knows. He doesn't have to tell her. And he knows that she hasn't done her research. So essentially, she's done in this conversation, and he knows it.
My question is...
You made a claim you were thieving.
Yes.
And you don't know enough about his...
Raiding a caravan...
So did Moses. So Moses was a thief.
Don't make a right.
But how can Moses be wrong when Jesus is saying... Okay, no, you do. Have you read the Bible? Okay. Have you read the Bible from cover to cover?
War justifies going against Mosaic law. You're saying that war means that thou shalt not steal is abrogated.
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay,
Stealing in war booty is an established principle in the Old Testament. Are you aware of it? No, it's there. Are you aware of the Jewish law? The book of Leviticus, the book of Numbers, the 5 books, yeah? Okay. The law of booty is there. The law of booty is there. Okay, ordained by God. Okay, so was God a thief? Okay, then why do you call Muhammad thief for following the same law? Yeah. Okay, so
anyway, this is about to end. So as you can see, Kay is in proper trouble there. But don't worry, it continues. So this is the clip I took because they're talking about the Bible, but their actual conversation is about the Muslim prophet. So that's the reason why I've only taken these short clips from it. So let's go to the next one. Alright, so let's see what she's got to say now.
Number 17.
The Midianites, the Amalekites.
He's talking directly to Moses.
Exactly. So he's not talking to me. He's not talking to Jews.
You're still not understanding my question. We're not talking about whether Moses spoke to you.
Why would Muhammad be judged?
Wait. I'm trying to explain something to you. Are you deliberately ignoring me? Okay. Is the Old Testament morally valid for Christians to follow? Okay, wait. No?
You hear what she said? The Old Testament is not morally valid for Christians to follow. Problem is, the original Christians were Israelites, and they would never have said that. What she just did there, the apostles who were Israelites, and they were the first Christians, they would not have answered that. They would never have said no to her like that, the way she's doing. So you'd have to wonder, how could she say she's a Christian when she's denying something the apostles would not do? Well, sorry, the apostles would not deny.
Yes, it's morally valid. No, Christians have a new covenant.
Okay, I understand that. We're not talking about the new covenant. Paul is saying all...
And of course, as you can see, she's got a cigarette there. So, you could almost say that's one explanation for why she's having so much trouble.
Scripture is good for what? For what? For reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. So you can use the Old Testament example to instruct people in righteousness. All of it. All of it. That means including taking booty in war. So is that... I hope this is being recorded. Okay.
Show me where the law of Moses contains instructions for war booty, and we all know that it does.
Yes.
And Adnan knows. Show me.
That it's okay. Now the question now.
Instruction was to Moses to take vengeance on the Midianites. Moses then, of his own accord.
So his actions cannot be immoral.
I didn't say so.
That's what she said. Moses of his own accord. You hear what God says about Moses, that Moses, the way God compliments Moses. So if Moses did something wrong, then that means God is complimenting the wrong person.
Okay, good. So for Paul and Christians who followed Paul, okay, cannot believe that Moses did any immoral act.
That's not true. That's not true.
Okay, okay, wait. No, wait. Are you claiming now that Paul or other Christians can believe that Moses was immoral in something?
Of course.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I do.
You're a heretic.
Everyone is a sinner.
By your own religion.
Could you let me answer you?
Yeah.
Only Jesus Christ is perfect. In word.
Is God perfect? Is God perfect?
On earth as a human. Don't be pedantic.
Okay. So
we know for a fact that Moses, Abraham, all of the prophets other than Christ,
let's see what God said.
Everyone in the whole book is fallen from grace, and they need to get back to God.
I got it. Okay, is Jesus God to you? Is Jesus God to you? Did he have any part in revealing the Old Testament?
Yes.
He did.
This is
okay, but he's God, right? Eternally God.
Yes.
You believe Jesus is eternally God.
Yes.
That means.
Jesus the man, I believe that
I'm not saying Jesus the man. I'm saying Jesus the.
Okay then.
Yeah.
The Son is the eternal Son.
I am not going into forms. So Jesus the entity.
Yes.
Jesus the entity is eternally God, and that means he is definitely okay. Book of Numbers, chapter 17, verses 31:17. Okay, let's see what Jesus did.
And as you can expect, Adam's going to come out with something. And you know what Kay's going to do. So rather than me saying, let's just see what she says.
And let's see whether Jesus himself can be seen as thief according to your standard. Okay? Okay?
And then after this, we wrap it up.
Okay, wait. I'm not blaspheming, okay? Okay? You were calling our prophet a thief for doing more booty, which was a biblical tradition which he followed. All people should not have a problem with him. But anyway, wait, no, wait.
Yeah.
Your Christian.
Just trying to get past the small talk.
It is different to all the Christians who practice the people. Okay, wait. And the booty.
Yes.
Okay, where is this, by the way? No, this is chapter. Wait. Chapter 31, verse 32. God. Lord is speaking. And the booty, being the rest of the prey which the men of war had caught, was 600,000 and 70,000 and 5,000 sheep. And 12,000 beeves. Okay? And 1,000 asses. And 30 and 2,000 persons in all the women that had not known man by lying with them. That means young children. Okay? Okay, here. Wait. But all the women children that have not known men by wisdom. Okay, women children. Okay, so what is a woman child?
No, women, children.
Okay. Where is comma? Where is comma?
All the women
Children, yes. There's no comma there. So now look, Kay.
Yes.
We've been very straight so far, and I'm not enjoying this discussion anymore because okay, wait because it's this fault that there's a reason why I'm reading this part. I'm not reading that part because this part absolutely to prove that Muhammad is more righteous than the Christians are. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because Christians like Kay, I'm not saying all Christians, of course, let me clarify. Not all Christians think like Kay. Kay, who happens to be...
I'd love to secularize my opinions with you.
No.
I'd like to single out.
No, Kay, I have no...
My point is this.
Wait, let me finish. Let me finish. And the Lord's tribute of the sheep was 615. Lord's tribute. So a tribute to Jesus. A tribute from plunder, from theft for Jesus. Who's God? Okay, why I'm saying Jesus now, a lot of Christians might get angry. Why am I using the word Jesus here? Because Kay has already established that Jesus is still eternal. He was
disagree with that.
No, of course not. So Jesus accepted tribute from plunder and theft. Yes? Okay, that's it. Game over.
So as you've heard, she didn't even bother trying to defend what was there. She just accepted what he said. And it's as if it doesn't matter. So, as if disrespecting what happened in the Old Testament is like a normal thing for these Christians. So let's move on to this guy now. So these ones are a bit shorter, so you shouldn't have to wait as long.
Saying, avenge the people of Israel on the Midianites. Afterwards you shall be gathered to your people. So then it says, so Moses spoke to the people, saying, arm men from amongst you for the war, that they may go against Midian to execute the Lord's vengeance of Midian. So the reason why I cite that one is because Shamsi lied. Why? Because the Lord did not say, go and keep the women and children for yourself. So it was a lie that Shamsi said. And I'm going to continue reading. Let me continue reading. Because I asked him, who was it who gave that command to Moses? He said, the Lord told Moses to go and keep the women and children for yourself. But I read the verse 1, and we have not heard the Lord say that.
You see, this is the problem, is that what he's essentially trying to do, he's trying to dump Moses in it and essentially saving Jesus, because what Muslims keep saying is that Jesus is the Lord of the Old Testament, which obviously is true because he's the Word of God. And but what Paperboy is trying to do is now to cover that up by now putting the blame on Moses. So he's trying to dump all the blame for what happened there onto Moses, and as if Moses was some sort of criminal, and that's complete nonsense. Anyway, let's finish this one off. All right, yeah, so that's finished. So now I think this is where Shamsi gets to respond a little bit, because this one's slightly longer.
Kill every male amongst the little ones, and kill every woman who has known man by lying with him. Shamsi has lied because he said the Lord has... Wait, I'll continue. Let me mention now. First we see...
That's the Lord. This is how by the Lord.
I'll continue. Now we see Shamsi has lied and said the Lord commanded him, because they brought it to Moses.
Can you finish?
And Moses was angry.
Watch, yeah?
But the young girls who have not known man by lying with him, keep alive for yourself. Encamp outside the camp 7 days. Whoever of you has killed any person, and whoever has touched any slave, purify yourselves and your captives on the 3rd day and on the 7th. You shall purify every garment and every article of skin, all the works of goat's hair and every article of wood. Then Eleazar the priest, this is 21, said to the men in the army who had gone to the battle, this is the statute of the law that the Lord has commanded Moses.
Moses, so that was all the statutes.
Yes, you see what happened. Paperboy obviously hadn't read it properly, but Shamsi had the sense to do that, knowing that this is what God commanded them to do. But Paperboy is so eager to throw away Moses that he didn't even read his Bible properly. I mean, that's shameful.
Wait, you see, running away. Because these guys have been exposed as lying. Exposed. Wait. Let me ask you the question. What is the statute of the command of the Lord? Tell us.
The law of God was given to Moses.
Yes.
Now Moses, when he said, go and kill every woman that slept with a man, and keep the little one for yourself. At the end, what Israel said, that was the law of God was given to the people. Wait.
That's why we never see the wife of the Lord besides the
Wait. Let me make my statement. No, it's my time.
Let me explain.
It's my time. No, it's my time. Let me finish. Now watch this. Now when you read the whole context, it's so clear that when you see Moses, you agree that Moses said him to kill every woman.
Make your statement, I'll respond.
You agree or not?
Make your statement.
I'll respond. You see?
You're a coward, bro.
I said, let me explain. You said you want to speak. Okay, you speak and I'll speak.
Now, God clearly telling Moses to go and take revenge from the Midianites, yeah? Now, Midianites, okay? Midianites, by the way, the Arabs. And clearly the Bible against the Arabs always.
You're against the Jews and the Christians. Stop crying.
I'm not.
9:29.
When you killed them in Spain, they came to us to say.
What's Spain? Wait. What's your evidence? What's your evidence?
Okay? Anyway, my point here, that when you read the whole context clearly, that was a commandment of God given to Moses. So now either Moses, when he said go kill every woman, stay with a man, that was from himself, not from God, and he's making up a law, or that law based upon the context was given to God. If you believe that commandment was wrong, then you have to show me where God rebuked Moses for killing women that stayed with a man, because Moses was the representative of God. So now my question to you clearly.
No, let me respond.
Yes, my question. I'll ask question. My question to you clearly. When Moses said, "Go kill every woman that stayed with a man," was that a wrong commandment or a bad commandment or a good commandment?
Now, when I started on verse 1. No. You see, I said I was going to explain. See, why you're running away? He's been exposed as a liar. You see? He's been exposed as a liar. Run away, Shamsi. Because he's been exposed on camera as a liar. Something the Lord never said. But he doesn't want the explanation because he's been exposed.
Yeah, as you can see. So what Paperboy is essentially, notice how he wouldn't answer that question, because he knows to try to answer it, You'd either have to throw Moses away like Cain did, or admit that what Shamsi's saying is true. But anyway, what I'm just going to do, just to finish this off, I'm going to end it with this guy, because this is just some guy called Mike Licona, who's supposed to be famous. And you just hear what rubbish he's got to say about the Old Testament as well.
Here's another quick one from Mike. Mike said he doesn't like reading the Old Testament. Can you clarify? What are you talking about, Mike? You said you don't like the Bible? What the heck is wrong with that?
Yeah, I'd be happy to clarify. Look, I like to be honest. There are some things in the Old Testament that just kind of bother me. They kind of disturb me. I don't understand them. But I don't.
Remember, he's a famous Christian, but he doesn't understand things in the Old Testament. Okay, fine.
It's a different kind of literature than we have in the New Testament. I do believe that it's divinely inspired. I have enough trouble understanding some of the New Testament literature within its context. That's why I like to study the ancient world and understand how things were going on. I haven't had the time to do that with the Old Testament. So yeah, there are some things that trouble me in the Old Testament, things that make me feel uncomfortable. And I know that I'm just never going to get the time to be able to wrestle through them as like some of the Old Testament scholars do. I'm really focused on the New Testament.
So as you can hear, this guy's supposed to be some famous Christian, and he's just making up, rambling some nonsense excuses about the Old Testament. So you can see he just really can't handle the Bible. That's what you should just admit. That's what his real problem is. It's not to do with things being in the Old Testament that there's something wrong with it. So no, we know that when it comes to what God has given us, and anyone who thinks there's something wrong with it, no, it's something wrong with them. So all I'm saying is these three Christians that you just saw in those videos, essentially there is something wrong with them and not the Bible. So let's see if we can deal with this Numbers 31, because these Muslims love to use this. So let's see if there's anything in there that let's see. The children took the spoil. Alright, here we go. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites. Afterwards shall thou be gathered unto thy people. And Moses unto his people saying, Arm some of yourselves unto the war, and let them go against the Midianites, and avenge the Lord of Midian. So it goes through the people that are going down. They warred against the Midianites, and they slew all the males. And they slew the kings, Balaam, also the son of Bor, they slew with the sword, so they got him, didn't they? Alright, and the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives and their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle and all their flocks and all their goods. So let's make sure. So he wants so it just says go against them. Okay, so let's alright. And went forth to meet them without the camp. And Moses was wroth with the officers of the host, with the captains over thousands, the captains over hundreds, which came from the battle. And Moses said unto them, Have ye saved all the women alive? Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam to commit trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor, and there was a plague among the congregation of the Lord. Now therefore, kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that hath known man by lying with him. But all the women and children that have not known a man by lying with him keep for yourselves. And do ye abide without the camp 7 days. Whosoever hath killed any person, whosoever hath touched any slain, purify both yourselves and your captives. On the 3rd day and on the 7th day, and purify all your raiment and all that is made of skins, and all work of goat's hair, and all things made of wood. And Eleazar the priest said unto the men of war which went to the battle, This is the ordinance of the law which the Lord commanded Moses. Yeah, so this is just the second part. So, problem is, you see, because Paperboy was so panicked, he didn't calm down and actually explain to to Shamsi that there's like a semicolon here. So, obviously the ordinance is the purifying your raiment, because that's actually in Leviticus, if I remember. You can find when it says any man if you slay someone, it's 7 days. Alright. And the gold and the silver, the brass, the iron, the tin, and the lead, everything that may abide the fire, you shall make it go through the fire, and it shall be clean. Nevertheless, it shall be purified with the water of separation, and all that abideth not the fire, you shall make go through the water. And you shall wash your clothes on the 7th day, and you shall be clean, and afterward you shall come into the camp. And alright, so now Moses is back to God. So let's see what God said. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take the sum of the prey that was taken, both of men and of beasts, thou and Eleazar the priest, and the chief fathers of the congregation, and divide the prey into 2 parts between them that took the war upon them, who went out to battle, and between all the congregation. And levy a tribute unto the Lord of the men of war which went out to the battle, 1 soul of 500, both of the persons, and of the beeves, and of the asses, and of the sheep. Take it of their half, and give it unto Eleazar the priest for an heave offering of the Lord. And of the children of Israel's half, thou shalt take 1 portion of 50 of the persons, of the beeves, of the asses, and of the flocks, and all manner of beasts, and give them unto the Levites, which keep the charge of the tabernacle of the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. And the booty, being the rest of the prey which the men of war had caught, was 600,000, 70,000, and 5,000 sheep. And there's a lot of... and 30 and 2,000 persons in all, of women that had not known man by lying with them. And the half which was the portion of them that went out to war was in number of 300,000, and 70 and 30,000 and 500 sheep. And the Lord's tribute of the sheep was 650, and the beeves were 30 and 6,000, of which the Lord's tribute was 12. And the asses were 30,500, of which the Lord's tribute was 61. And the persons were 16,000, of which the Lord's tribute was 32 persons. So there you have it. So this is the point. If Shamsi had carried on reading and been patient and just told Paperboy to shut up and let's just be calm, he could have read down to verse 40, where it says there that of the persons, the Lord's tribute was 32. So yes, Moses saying to keep those people alive was 100% from God, because the Lord took a tribute from those people who were kept alive. So 100%, as we can see, God, even if God didn't say it, God was 100% in agreement with what Moses said, without question. And it says here, and Moses gave the tribute, which was the Lord's heap offering, unto Eleazar the priest, as the Lord commanded Moses. So, yeah, these guys disrespected Moses. It's complete rubbish. So as you can see, all you have to do to understand how Moses was doing what God said and was completely in line with what God said as well, you just keep on reading. And you just tell these Muslims that, yeah, okay, this is what God said. And essentially, I would say that God is letting them off, even keeping any people alive, because we know at the end of the world, He's killing everyone. So the fact that God allows them to keep some people alive, they should just be glad about it and then celebrate, and then we just get on with life and look forward to the end.